So, an active police officer who was part of the Greater Manchester Police Force has been jailed for 2 years after he admitted sexually assaulting a primary school age girl. This kind of perverted act just goes to show you that even people who are in a position of good authority or who are meant to serve the public and keep them safe are capable of doing some pretty disgusting and sick things. And what makes this tragic incident worse is this was not a one-off. 37-year-old Farooq Ahmed, who worked for Greater Manchester Police, is said to have assaulted the young girl 3 times in 2016. This was before he joined the police force a year later. There's been some pretty cringy details, but the court heard of, on one occasion, perverted Farooq Ahmed removed the girl's clothing, and on another occasion he touched and licked the young girl's body inappropriately, Manchester Minshall Crown Court was told. In his most sickening act yet, the police officer filmed his last perverted act, but later deleted the footage a short time later. Who knows, he could have had a moment of clarity and suddenly realised that he was a sicko and needed actual help. Because the police officer actually had a shred of decency, the offence came to light when Farooq actually handed himself in at the police station. Once the active police officer handed himself in, Ahmed was suspended from his role within Greater Manchester Police. However, what is a bit bizarre is that he obviously was a person who expressed shame. I say that for the simple fact that he handed himself in, but he did not resign from his role. The mum had no idea her daughter was abused. In a victim impact statement read out by prosecutor Brian Berlin in front of the judge, the statement alluded to the fact that her world was falling apart when she found out what was happening. The statement went on to explain she did not know what to think. There was a lot of tears and shock, and the fact that the omission had a massive impact on the family's lives. Jonathan King, the person responsible for defending the pervert, stated how his client wished to express his deepest remorse for his actions and accepts that he must face the full consequence of what he has done. Again, for his crimes, Judge Clark jailed police officer Farooq Ahmed to 2 years in prison and made him a subject on the sex offenders register. He also imposed a harm prevention order for 5 years. The judge told Farooq the following: "You will have to serve this sentence at a very difficult time in prisons and as a previously serving police officer." To be honest, that's a cop-out. Once you commit any heinous crime, it strips you of anything good you have done, or any worthwhile quality you possess. As far as I'm concerned, you get treated just like anybody else. The sentence is way too lenient, and I personally do believe it is due to the pervert being a serving police officer. As of this moment, Farooq is still suspended, which means he actually still has his job. Can you actually fathom what I'm saying? Farooq was suspended, but he still has his job even though he assaulted a young kid. Again, he stripped her of her clothes and he licked her body inappropriately. And on a separate occasion, he actually filmed the young girl. A spokesperson for the Greater Manchester Police did state that in line with Professional Standards Branch, they are now taking action in line with the police regulations to seek the officer's dismissal from the police service at the earliest opportunity. Welcome to 2021, everybody. Safe.